But we're going to begin today with Heathrow and, of course, one of the world's busiest airports. It's now been closed as the result of what is described as significant disruption after a fire at North Height substation in Hayes in West London. Heathrow doesn't seem to be offering a bus replacement service, we note, by the way. But anyway, the fire was reported at 23:23 last night and was eventually brought under control at around 6 o'clock this morning. Lots of homes in the area, thousands of homes without power. But perhaps a surprise to many is that Heathrow Airport is also without power. But maybe not such a surprise if we look at the airport's documentation, because power supply resistance doesn't seem to be a massive priority for them. But before we get that, let's look at Flight Radar 24 this morning, and we can see a total of no flights. If we looked at this the same time yesterday, lots of aircraft around Heathrow Airport. But let's look at this document then, Heathrow Airport's Operational Resilience Plan. Now, this is back from 2014. And as I say, power supply resistance doesn't seem to be a massive priority for them, because this document does not include the words electricity or supply or power or generator or any reference to the topic at all. Well, almost no reference anyway, because it does tell me that components of important applications are split across two primary data centers, and that both data centers have dual power and networking feeds with strict change and access management regimes. And that's it. Nothing about airport lighting, radar, air traffic control, or other flight operations. Nothing said about backup power at all. So this was published in 2014, as I say. Maybe the situation has improved since then. Well, not really. And we can find out if we go to the Heathrow's net zero plan. And I'm sure you can see where this is going, because, of course, they're focusing on biomass generators. If we just zoom in on a little bit, 2012, they brought in biomass-fueled combined heat and power plant. 2017, they purchased 100% renewable energy, and that's how they've been supplying energy to the airport ever since. Well, solar panels on Terminal 2, and of course those worked well overnight, didn't they? So continuing work to replace diesel generators, well, that's continues to work to be one of their priorities. Now, look, the point we got to make here is that London is one of the 100 resilient cities, and resilience is one of the key buzzwords of the net zero globalist crowd, and it's in every document they publish. But it clearly means something different to whatever you or I may expect it to mean. And the question then is this an example of Britain's crumbling infrastructure once again, or is there something else going on here? Is it through a lack of investment? Well, apparently not, because the CAA, the Civil Aviation Authority, was reporting back in 2023, in March 2023, a £3.6 billion investment, which included, are you ready for this, more resilient infrastructure? Well, apparently not. So there we go. But don't worry, it's not all bad news. The AI is still up. Because we'll just move on to this. The Register here reporting that the local commercial data centers, at least, did have backup power generation capacity. I'm going to say we're going to need to get used to this, especially anyone who lives anywhere near Starmer's amazing AI corridors, because those data centers, the new ones that are about to be built, are going to get first dibs on any electricity supply. And if there's any limitation, it's going to be homes and other businesses that are going to suffer first. But, this looks to me, Patrick, to be just another great example of net zero in action.
We also have to be careful. There's not too many Teslas driving around in that vicinity either, because they sort of draw down on the power supply, don't they?
Well, they do.
It's not very sustainable, is it? The whole electric car thing, isn't it? Is it not?
So, we have the situation, and Liz, let me welcome you to the program. I believe is it your husband was halfway across the Atlantic when this happened?
Yeah, I have a deep personal interest in that, because I was expecting him to land at 7 this morning. He rang me at 7 and I said, "Oh, you've landed." He said, "Yeah, but where have I landed?" And I said, "I don't know, somewhere in England." He went, "No, I'm back in Montreal." So he got halfway across pretty much exactly and landed back in Montreal at exactly the time he was due to land in England. And now he's got to do some sort of crazy trip to Paris later tonight and then across on the Eurostar to get back home.
So there we go. Why on earth a piece of critical infrastructure like one of the world's biggest airports did not have backup power?
Well, they had biomass, apparently. What exactly is biomass, by the way? Are we talking wood chips, reclaimed chip oil from the local fish and chip
Yes.
shop? Like, what is biomass?
All,
What are they
all those things.
What are
Yeah,
they talking about?
exactly.
Just
All
silly.
those things.
Absolutely silly. So that was a big success, wasn't it? The Green New Deal.
It was indeed, and it continues to be. But let's move on to you now. And